Good news, Glenn Adamo, a big wig for the NHL, was watching Coach's Corner last night, as everybody does. The U.S. Hockey and the Atlantic are starting. They want that patch to send down. They want the sticker. They're going to put it on all the kids, and it's going to go right across the states. Now, how come I can do that for the United States, and they listen, I can't get it in Canada?
No, it was very encouraging to make clear it's the stop patch on the back of the sweater to prevent hitting from behind. In honor of Aaron Moser and many others. Okay, now your theory on why.
Well, I'm going to show you a couple of things why he's retiring. If you remember in Edmonton, he'd throw it out from behind, bang, 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 it'd be in the net. We got a couple of shots here. He's got nobody to put the puck in. Now watch this here. I hope we get the one. We got a couple right off the shot. Go ahead and show this here and behind the net. Nobody's there. He gets the puck, throws it out. Before, think of Messier there. Think of Curry there.
But they got Kevin Stevens. They got John McLean. They had a few players. I'm not arguing with you.
I see you're putting Kevin Stevens, John McLean with Messier.
I'm just saying, well, John McLean's a goal scorer. Kevin Stevens was once
all right, then he didn't score for him. That's what I'm saying. I think we got one more. It was behind the net. I don't know whether it's this one. There wasn't a guy. Yeah, watch, it's not a guy within 30 feet of the whole thing. He puts it out in front, comes back, I think, here. And he puts it out in front anyhow.
Keep it going. I think it does. But so you say if Neil Smith gets a recce or gets a flurry?
Nah, that's why he's retired. I'll tell you what happened here. Here he comes back again. I think he does put it out. The whole Coach's Corner.
Gary Slater's a good guy. He's not going to take him out there.
You want my theory? Everybody's saying it's wonderful. He retired and everything. I think he made a big mistake. I'll tell you why I think he made a big mistake. He's tired. The team is going lousy, and he's hurt. That's what happened. You never, ever retire when something like that happened. And you know, I'm going to tell you what I think happened. This is my personal opinion. About February, he was thinking about it. The team was going lousy and everything like that. He was thinking about whether you're doing it or not. He said, I'm going to wait to see what they do in the trade. See if they get any free agents. Nothing. They didn't do anything at all. Then he starts playing again. He's still thinking it's about, I'd say, 60-40. Then he gets hurt. Remember when he got hurt and they went on that tear?
Well, in Edmonton, he's had
No, I mean when he got the 6-2 and he hurt his neck.
Oh, yeah.
And they went 6 wins, 2 losses, and the paper says, who needs Gretzky here? Who needs Gretzky here? We got this. And management never really stepped up to the plate and said, we need him here. That's what ticked them off more than anything. You know, I'm going to say he makes a big mistake. He's only got 2 periods. He's tired, and everybody thinks he's done the right thing. But it's like Guy Lafleur. I remember I went to Buffalo. I went to Buffalo to see Guy Lafleur, his first game with the day he retired, and Jacques Lemaire benched him and embarrassed him. He was so mad he quit during the season. He regretted it ever since. Now, you know, when you come, he's got 2 periods in the dressing room. When he comes back in the dressing room next year, he'll never go. You know why? Because you feel like a floater. You really feel like he will not go in rooms because you feel like a floater. And you know why? It's a sad, sad thing when you see a guy like that. He's got lots of gas left in the tank and everything. And I think he's made a big mistake. He's left no window to come back right now because he said that's it. And you know, I saw him in Ottawa, and I saw him there. He was nowhere to go. It was sad to see him go because he could still play, and I think he's made a big mistake.
But you always were the guy who said, I love that Bobby Orr, even though you were heartbroken he got injured and had to quit that way, you were happy that we thought of Bobby Orr as the top of his game. And Wayne said, if I'm expected to score 120 points and I got 60, he's got 61 this year, then he's not going to
but he got 100.
Too much pride.
He got 100 points back then. Now his team got 216 goals. 60 points here is like 120 there. I'm just saying, I think he made a mistake. You should listen to the wife. The wife said he should have played another year. I think he should have played a year. That's my opinion.
And it's a good one. And I don't think there's any question it's a public relations fiasco in New York for Neil. I don't know how he's going to climb out of it if they have a tough year again, and they ought to have a tough year. The other thing, Don, do you think he was ever properly paid?
Well, I think he was properly paid. He's got enough dough.
He's such a good guy. I always thought he just...
You know when he'll start here? You know when he'll really... Well, $6 million and $7 million.
I know, but he's worth... You telling me that he's not worth twice as much as anybody else in the National Hockey League?
How much do you have to make? You know when he's really going to hear it? When he's feel it, there's 3 weeks to go before training camp. It's all right now. He's happy and everything. It'll be a knife in the heart. I'm telling you, made a big mistake retiring. Of course, that's me. I'm just saying I'm the only guy who seems to say it anyhow, and I'll probably be wrong. But I know we got to go. I just got to get something off my chest. I watched Pat Quinn and Robbie Ftorek. I was watching the game, and if we could just roll it. I know we don't have much time. A little lesson for you coaches out there: never run up scores on teams. Watch Fatorik. That was the 7th goal. He's not happy. Change the lines right here. Now watch this. It goes over the bench. He's not happy running up the score in Montreal. Let's go. Now watch Pat Quinn coming up. I think they got...
I hate to argue, but I might as well. If he doesn't want him to run up the score, what's he doing with Elias, Arnott, and Sikora, his hottest line on the ice?
All right, now watch Pat Quinn coming right up here. When they get their 7th goal, I think, or 8th goal or something like that, he's on the bench. He's not happy either. And, you know why? You embarrass the other team. There's Sundin. He never got on the ice for the last 10 minutes because he kept him on the bench. Now, what I'm going to say is, not like a certain team that beat my team 15-0. And 2 years ago, they were up 3-1, and they choked. And I said when they beat us 3-0, they had no character. They'll get up again 3-1, and Oshawa beat them. They were up 3-1, and they lost again.
They'd lose their #1 goalie.
And the other guy played pretty good, too. Doesn't matter.
Well, I know.
I'm just telling you, coaches out there, don't run up scores on team. It's not the Canadian way. And, it's a funny thing. When you see Oshawa, they fight back, And, I remember the 15th goal, they were giving us this one and laughing on our benches like that. It always comes back to haunt you. And all you do, coaches out there, you make bitter enemies like I'm bitter right now. I can hardly wait till next year. Play it smart. That's why the Boston Bruins had 11, 20, over 20 goal scores, because when we get up a big score, the 3rd and 4th line always played. Don't be, I'd like to say something right now, don't run up scores and be a jerk.
No, you're 100% right on that. Don Cherry wishes we get a little more of the great one, the Grapes one on Hockey Night in Canada.
Coach's Corner on CBC. Brought to you by Canadian Airlines. Recognizing the value of teamwork. Stanley's Cup begins Wednesday on the one and only Hockey Night in Canada.
Peter Nedved just said, if I wasn't hurt, I'd be out there grabbing Wayne Gretzky sticks faster than anybody else. Peter is out with a rib injury. He's missed about 7 games. You've been in the room, though, Peter. What's the mood like today?
Oh, yes, it's a special day for Wayne and for everybody that is part of our team. So it's been so far very happy room, very upbeat, and so I was just basically very happy that I was part of being on this team and had the opportunity to play with Wayne and being in the dressing room today.
Wayne Gretzky retires, and someone's going to step up and lead this team, and all fingers point to you. Good luck in that regard.
Well, we'll see what's going to happen in the summer, and obviously, the greatest player ever is leaving this game, so we'll see what's going to happen.
Thank you, Peter.
Okay, thank you.
Bob.
Thank you, gentlemen, and the second period is underway with the Penguins going right after the Rangers as they shoot it in quickly. Straka missed it, though. Had a chance, and now Gretzky is across center to the line. Gretzky handles it well and gets along the boards with the brakes on now. Centered it right in front of Tom Barrasso, and nobody could jam it home. Still scoreless as we begin the second here at Madison Square Garden in New York. Popovich tried to move it up on the boards in the corner. Penguins keep it in. Cleared in off the boards again. Yager went after it the first time. Miller tried to center one. Yager takes it behind the goal. Yager all the way around outside and nearly lost it at the line. Now he has to give it up. And the Rangers shoot it back in over the line. Leach, though, had to stop. And he's gone to the Ranger bench as they change. Savard got in front of the net, couldn't quite handle it cleanly, and it shot back down the ice. And Tamer is back, and this is icing against Pittsburgh.
John Muckler's daughter, Karen Gillespie, is at the moment in a hospital in Edmonton, ready to deliver a child. The word is from Edmonton is the child may show up before this game ends. So let's give a little bit of a predetermined congratulations to John and Audrey Muckler, soon to be, if not already, grandparents again. Karen Gillespie, only you would do that to your father, but word is that Karen was born while John was playing a game in Long Island in the old days, and they announced it over the PA. That's where he heard about Karen arriving on the scene.
What a hockey life he has had, too, John Muckler. One of the good ones. Face off to the left of Tom Barrasso. Quick shot. Graves went after the rebound, and it somehow skipped high and over the glass at the far side. And there's Wally. As Wayne, you know, he never calls him Dad. It's always Wally.
I had a nice talk with Walter before the game. He said he had an empty feeling about today, to think that his son, who has provided him so many thrills, is hanging him up.
I should never say never calls him Dad, of course, and there are the grandchildren right by the bench, but mostly Wally.
He's
They've been very, very close from 3 years to 38. Always together. No score in this game. New York Rangers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Knuble tried to knock the puck loose. Then he got over in front of the net, but not in time. And the Penguins cleared back down the ice. Nearing 3 minutes of play in the second period. Still no score in the game. Shots are 17-8 in favor of New York. So just a one shot in this period. It was 16-8 after the first. The Rangers. Morozov moved up, sliding one through the crease. Kovalev on the other side. Poking at it is Morozov. Rangers in for checking. They're the Pittsburgh Penguins, and they do get a quick shot away for Richter, but he had all the angles covered. It's a pretty good forechecking by Pittsburgh on this particular shift, and the Rangers couldn't get out, and Lang got that one chance.
Well, Richter has not been as busy as Mr. Barrasso has in this game. This has been a completely physical-free game, no checks by anybody. And Richter makes one stop there and covers up quickly as the Penguins get a scoring opportunity. The Pittsburgh Penguins will either play Ottawa or New Jersey. If they win, they're going to force Buffalo to win their game or tie it against Washington later on today to see who finishes 7th or 8th and draws Ottawa and or New Jersey.
Face off deep in the Rangers zone. It comes back to Slager, winding up as if he were to take a shot, but he just threw it in behind the goal. Bonin went after it. It does bounce away all the way to center ice. And Yager tried to move it up. He did. Slager joins the rush. But again, a high shot that becomes another souvenir on this goodbye day for Wayne Gretzky.
Well, any CEO of a company like the National Hockey League would rather have Mr. Gretzky playing in it than retiring, but Gary Bettman is here.
Wasn't it a nice announcement he made before the game today when he told Wayne and everybody here and all you people watching on TV that number 99 will not be worn by another player in the National League?
Here's a comparable athlete, Michael Jordan, delivering a message on the Jumbotron at center ice to Wayne. When you start comparing Wayne, you talk about Babe Ruth, you talk about Michael Jordan, you talk about Jimmy Brown, you talk about Ben Hogan. You're talking about the best in their sports.
And his favorite baseball player, Joe D, the late Joe DiMaggio. Wayne mentioned to me one time, I'm sure to many people, that's the one record in sports he thinks will never be equaled. It's the 56 games straight with a hit. Rangers attacking here.
What about Wayne's record? 55 empty net goals.
He's been kind of modest here, I think.
That's the one you don't know about. 55 empty net.
Here's Wayne. The pass. Everybody wanted him to shoot that time, but he saw Barrasso on the post, and there's Wayne Gretzky again, trying to dump it out front. This time, it's cleared away by Slager. What about 215 points in a regular season? 92 goals. Oh, stop.
It's unfair. That's what I used to say when I had a real job in the league and watched him. I'm closer than this.
Puck stop near center ice by Malhotra. Barrasso just sliding away with the stick. Stevens slapped it behind the goal. Rangers come in looking for it. Malhotra in the corner, bodied a little bit. Got loose and took another hit. Langdon tried to move the puck off the boards for New York. Still fighting for it along with Kevin Stevens. Malhotra left it for Stevens around the goal. Malhotra is in front. Stevens all the way back to the line with it. And again. The play is stopped. Little pushing and shoving. Nothing develops. There is Wayne Gretzky's longtime friend and his manager, his agent, Mike Barnett, who flew in from the coast 2 days ago, and Dallas, his wife, is along to take part in Wayne's festivities and so longs today.
You can be sure that Mr. Barnett will be working closely with Mr. Gretzky starting tomorrow on his post-hockey career. It'll probably be just as dazzling. I hope he gets back in the game somewhere. We know he's not going to coach. He's too smart for that. We know he's not going to manage. He doesn't want to pay the players what they pay him. But let's hope he gets back in the league doing something.
Nothing he can do will be not great.
And nothing will replace the 20 years he's enjoyed in the pro hockey. You can't replace those kind of thrills. Every retired player will tell you that.
Rob Brown just a little offside across the line too early.
So it must be amazing, Bob, when you think of it for a second, the number of North American or Canadian youngsters who play hockey who have dreamt on the road or on the pond or in the arena or even in bed that they were, in fact, number 99. And I know you have, and so have I. We're awful old to be dreaming about being a hockey player, but this guy makes you do that.
Barrasso stepped out of the net. We're coming up to the 6-minute mark of the second period, and Pittsburgh looking to move up a notch in the standings if things work out elsewhere. And Ron McLean is watching those other important games on this afternoon. Brown trying to push one back and gets it again. Brown in on the boards. Yager takes it and waits, trying to draw a crowd to Brown. Back to Yager at the far side. The Rangers are content to keep them back of the net. And again, shot from the blue line is blocked and cleared down the ice. Rangers short-handed with Langdon in the box and 50 seconds remaining in the penalty. So no score, and Pittsburgh with a chance on a power play. Lang turning it back. Dropped it back inside the line. And they have to turn all the way back. Andrusak had to leave it behind the goal. Rangers doing a good job trying to kill this penalty against Langdon. It has 26 seconds left. Kovalev had to back up, and he made a pretty good move to get out as far as center ice. Got up to the Ranger line, pulled away from Sundstrom. All the way with the puck. Kovalev finally tried to make the pass. It was easily picked off, and Hamer cleared it down the ice. Penalty just about done. 4 seconds. Langdon ready to come back on. Now the penalty is over, and Yager strides in over the blue line at the far side. Hooked it back. One long shot is wide of the goal. No score. 7 minutes gone. Second period. Rangers have just killed off a penalty. Yager with the puck. And again, all the way back to the line, trying to stick handle in himself, and Graves took it away from him. Penguins shoot it back over the line. Miller tried to roll it up, got it back to Yager. Yager and Strack had just failed to get their signals online, and the Rangers move back. Shot in wide. Savard had carried the puck in for Graves. Savard on it. All the way back to the line, and Savard again. Got a quick shot, and Barrasso stopped that with a left pad. Rangers, little pressure on Graves and Savard. Savard just tried to roll it out front, and Barrasso had stopped that, and he decided enough is enough, and he held it.
I don't think there's any doubt that no one will fill the boots of Wayne Gretzky, but here are 4 players that are relatively young and going to play for a while in the NHL who are going to make some noise. They already have. Yager's been under control today. He's going to win the Art Ross Trophy, the scoring champion, and I don't know how he isn't going to win the Hart Trophy, most valuable to his team. But to replace this guy is an impossible assignment. But Bob, I bet they said that when Belleville retired and Howe retired and Orr retired and Lemieux retired. Somebody's always coming down the highway. Lucky that that's been true in the National League for a long time.
Well, as Glenn Sather said earlier in our telecast today, I hope another one comes along.
He doesn't have to be better. He just has to make you think how good Wayne was. That's all.
Andrusak backs up in his own zone for Pittsburgh. No score. 12 minutes remaining in the second period. And the puck is over the boards at the Pittsburgh bench. Halting play again.
Stop into Canadian Tire for everything you need to get your car back on track. Canadian Tire, still the right place to do it.
Gretzky, like every other 10-year-old who had dreams of being in the NHL, had some heroes, and Gordie Howe was one of them. And there is a comment he made when he was 10 years old about Gordie Howe and how he played and how much he admired him. And he got a chance to play against him, which may not be as much fun as admiring.
Popovich played the puck to the corner in his own zone, and Morozov nearly got a shot away on Richter. Leach trying to get it out. Richter kicked out the right pad and stopped that shot from the line. And the Rangers move it up to center ice. Waugh just try to drop it back. Now Barrasso out, but that play goes offside at the Pittsburgh line. And you know, somehow, Harry, this doesn't look like a game. I know it's a big day for Wayne. It doesn't seem to look like a game that Pittsburgh believes that they must win.
Now, let's be honest. We're all glad to be here because it's Wayne Gretzky's last game. But if this was a normal game in the National League, the rink would be half empty because it hasn't been very exciting. Nothing to do with Wayne because the day is. But it's been a no-hitter. There haven't been many spectacular plays. And everyone's holding their breath when Gretzky gets out there to see if he's going to do it. And hopefully, with a half a game to go, he'll give us a little demonstration of what he used to do on a regular basis and remind us how great he really was.
894 goals in his regular season career. Yes, it would be nice to see 895 there. He's had some chances already in the game, but mostly setting somebody else up. But nothing has happened in this hockey game yet as far as a goal is concerned. Some close calls. That's about it. No score with 9 minutes gone in the second period. Richter, glove save. Shot from the line. And he covered it on the short side as Wawrinka just let her fly.
And Matthew Barnaby was standing right there hoping for a rebound. And Matthew Barnaby was at his unfamiliar, polite best when Richter stopped it. Look at him. Excuse me, Mr. Richter. Excuse me. I didn't mean to knock you down. That's not the way Barnaby usually operates. But here's a look from Richter's angle, and it's a big save. And then Barnaby comes in with that excuse me hit.
Face off to the left of Mike Richter. Brown chased it as the Penguins appeared to have won the draw, but they did not control it. The Rangers just flip it down to center ice. Moran had backed up and fired it the other way. New York, nothing. Pittsburgh, nothing. Approaching the halfway mark of the second period. Schneider back in his own zone, getting some help from Stevens. Puck around the Ranger net and out the other side. Brown in on the boards. He lost a chance to move it out front. And the Rangers send 3 away. Pass down at the far side of Tamer. Sharp angle for him. Did center it. And Barrasso got the stick out and deflected it away. Brown threw it up on the left side. Barnaby coming in with him. Heading for the net. Wawrinka stopped it on the boards. Get behind the goal, and Brown is caught. Schleger moved up. Shot it in deep. Yager, who has been silenced today. is on the ice again. Straka beating it to the far side. Now Yager, but he had to skate all the way back to center. Slager takes the pass, moves up over the Ranger line, tried to thread a pass through, and that was broken up as McLean went in and ripped the shot. Sharp angle for him, though, the right-handed shot, and Barrasso is covering off on the short side. Gretzky on the ice again on the ship. Sundstrom tried to move up behind the goal. Gretzky takes the pass. Now slides it back in front of McLean. Came close. Just missed it. Yager at the line. He won't shoot from there. The pass. And Gretzky blocked that one at 2-on-1. Gretzky. McLean. Oh, he tried to get it back to Gretzky, but it was just too late. And he was in too far. Gretzky tried to center it. Barrasso can't find it. That came out through the crease, and Bobby Dolis was there to bring it away. Rangers are changing. Gretzky goes off at 2-on-1. It didn't work out.
Around, kept in by Barber at the right point. That was off Clark's shoulder. In the corner, fired it in front. Here is an empty net chance for Gretzky with 5 seconds. He's moving in. Score! They're mauling Gretzky over in the corner. The fans go wild.
McLean, and McLean's trying to get Wayne a goal. He's smart. He gets it to the best playmaker the game ever produced, but it's too late when he gets it back across. Wayne had skated out of the scoring area as Miller was back checking, and then they get a bonus opportunity here, but no Rangers.
So still no score in the second period with 8:22 remaining, and again, let's visit with Scott Oak.
Bob, thanks very much. Here's one of the boys on the bus. Glenn Anderson was part of the Oilers dynasty in the early 80s, won 4 Stanley Cups with Wayne Gretzky. When you were playing with him, did you truly understand then how great he was?
Well, I think in practice, he really showed a lot of stuff that no other player could do. And every game and every night, he was showing something special. So it was just a phenomenal thing to watch, and I was happy to be part of it.
You just said it about this day yourself. You said, what a moment in time.
Well, I mean, there's a perfect song on The Boys on the Bus, and this is that moment in time, and it's sad and happy at the same time. I'm just thrilled to be here in this city and living it with him, and I'm happy that he was part of my life.
Thank you, Glenn.
Great, thank you.
Bob.
Rangers doing a bit of pressuring the Pittsburgh Penguins on this shift. No score with 8 minutes remaining in the second period. Rangers move it up deep. Morozov got as far as center, flipped it to the line, gets it handed back, score! Morozov started the play near center ice and went in and delivered a pass. And then it came back to him, and he saw Kovalev open at the far side.
Well, it was a neat passing play. Kovalev ended up with almost an open net, the former Ranger. There's the start of the play right there. Then Morozov gets it over to Kovalev, who's coming down the wrong wing. He's got that puck on the inside, and he just kind of sweeps it past Mike Richter to make the score. 1-0 Pittsburgh with 7:47 left in the second period.
So then, 12:13 the time of the first goal of this hockey game. Alexei Kovalev gets it. He was open, coming in off the wing, and had no trouble putting the puck past Mike Richter. 1-0 Pittsburgh. That was a quick rush developed by Lang and Morozov away to center ice. And he just kept driving, the three of them. Wright trying to center one. Rangers Ender in on the boards, checked his man, but the puck around the other side, and 4 players scramble for it in the corner. Ender took his man down. The play goes right on. The New York Rangers in trying to clear it, get it a bit too high near the boards in the Pittsburgh bench. And it's called.
Bob, Paul Coffey shared in 3 Stanley Cups with Wayne Gretzky in Edmonton. Gretzky and Cups seem to abound in this building today. Paul, how did Wayne Gretzky affect your career?
It affected my career a lot. I think just having a chance to play with such a great player and really elevated my game. Allowed me to jump in on the play, allowed me to take chances knowing I was going to get great passes from him. It was just a pleasure to play with him.
You just said it yourself. We've seen some flashes of Gretzky greatness out there today. He could play another 5 years.
Well, I tell you, he looks like the best guy on the ice today. I just talked to the Pittsburgh trainer, though. I'm going to try to see if Tommy Barrasso will at least let him score a goal.
You know it's a special day when a player leaves his team as they're preparing for the playoffs to join in a celebration like this. Was there any doubt you'd be here?
No doubt at all. I mean, we've got great management, people in Carolina, and they said no problem, you should be there, and you know, it's something I wouldn't miss for the world.
Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
And we're finding that all over the league, you know. They'd all love to be here. That's the way they hold Gretzky. Barrasso got down and the puck went too high. McLean comes in for another chance, takes it behind the net. McLean roll the puck out front. Gretzky behind the goal, and it gets all the way to the line, and there's Gretzky trying to center it. Didn't quite knock it out front. Barrasso had blocked that pass out, and it's shot down the ice. Richter will have to leave the net to play it to Leach. Fired it back out to center ice. Scoring play, Kovalev from Morozov and Lang at 12-13, the only scoring play of the game. Pittsburgh leading 1-0 with 6:10 remaining in the second period. They're offside as they get to the Ranger line. We'll be back. Pittsburgh 1, the New York Rangers 0 with 6 minutes left in the second period. Kamer moving the puck up to center ice. Dumped in wide of the Pittsburgh net. Dolis was back for Pittsburgh. The Rangers keep trying to get something going with Graves behind the goal, but he's pinned by Andrew Sack. Savard there with him. Kamer's shot blocked. And again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rangers fan appreciation giveaway. Please take your seat location.
Pittsburgh's blocked a lot of shots today, and there was another example of it right there. I'm not sure it was a block on purpose. John Muckler, of course, coached Wayne in Edmonton, where they shared Stanley Cup parties. And I talked to John this morning, or before the game, actually, it was this morning, about it. And he said he tried hard to talk Wayne out of it when Wayne first started mentioning that it was a possible realistic decision. But Wayne had an answer, and a good one, for every one of John's questions.
John told me today the last 4 days here in New York have been gut-wrenching. Tough to realize that, yes, it is coming Sunday. Wayne said it's coming Sunday, and it is Sunday, and it's here. Langdon trying to center the puck. Final game of a great NHL career for number 99. 5:05 left in the second period. Brown dumped on the boards. Langdon threw a pass out over the line, and the Rangers move it up. They do get it in deep. Pittsburgh all back, though. Moran watched the puck go behind the net. Now he has to go back to the corner to pick it up. He and Warenka get together. Warenka given a stiff hit in on the boards. And the puck stays in, but Brown takes over for Pittsburgh. Butenshaw just cleared it all the way down the ice for Pittsburgh. That'll be an icing call. They'll bring it all the way back inside the Penguins line. 4:30 left in the second.
Worked it by Bill Height to center. Sabres get it back. Patrick gave it away. Here's Gretzky. Score! 77. There's the record.
Phil Esposito, he knew where the back of the net was. He's looking great now. 18 seasons in this league. One of the great little wrist shots of any player that ever played the game.
Gretzky won the draw, but it went in behind the net, and Yuri Slager picked it up for Pittsburgh and cleared it. Straka finding Yager up to the Ranger line. Trying to get it through, but the Rangers break it up, and they're back out, led by 99. Nice pass on the right for Leach. Backhand, and no shot. Gretzky just winding up for it. McLean missed it. It was behind the goal and hopped over his stick. Penguins get it barely to the line. It was stopped right there by Sundstrom. Slager again shot at the center ice. Popovich was waiting. Now Popovich will have to come back. And Yager is in pursuit. Richter knew it, so he left the net and moved it. It went by Gretzky, but the Rangers get organized. Long lead pass. Gretzky open on the wing. Comes in. No shot from that angle, but a good setup. Hopped away from Leach. Sundstrom's shot is blocked. Gretzky on it again. Gretzky falling, hooked it back to the line, and it did get out. 3:25 left to play in the second. Pittsburgh, the only goal of the game, scored by Kovalev back at 12:13 of this period. Zwaring didn't get too far in the first attempt to move out. Popovich tried him again, and he shot it away to center ice, and Dolis was waiting for it. Here's Sundstrom. Rangers are changing. He just shot it in with 3 minutes left in the second. Moving up is Bonin. Shot it rink wide, and Wright's long shot wide of the goal. Richter made sure of it. The Rangers back. Brown intercepted, played it back in front. Barnaby can't get in position. Barnaby again took his man, but Richter had the puck, and the Ranger goalie held on to it.
Whatever your project, Canadian Tire can help it take shape. Canadian Tire, still the right place to do it.
2:42 to go in a 1-0 Pittsburgh second period game here at Madison Square Garden.
A special Sunday afternoon game on Hockey Night in Canada on CBC. The final game of this match. Wayne Gretzky. I don't know why I keep saying that. The whole world knows that this is the final game today.
You're trying to talk yourself out of it, I think.
Orenka now. He's left it up the side of the net, gets it back again. Orenka slowly moving out with Boot and Sean. Shot down the ice. Rangers back. Tamer flipped it around the net to the corner, but Brown went in, took his man. Now Brown takes the puck behind the goal. Tried to slide it back out front. It hit the side of the net and stayed behind it. And the Rangers just dump it away. Orenka back. Rangers are changing. And that's an icing call. And again, Scott Oak with another great hockey player.
You're right, another great hockey player, Bob. Mark Messier is the greatest player Wayne Gretzky ever played with. That comes from the great one himself. Are you ever going to be able to achieve that sort of enjoyment again that you and Gretzky had as teammates?
Well, I think so. You know, that was some magical years for sure. Whether you can recreate that and have the success that we ever did, you never know. But I really enjoy every year. It's a new challenge, new teammates, new friendships. But you know, Wayne was a special friend and a great champion when the years we spent together. What were your impressions of the opening ceremonies and how it was run? Well, it was run tremendously. Every time you come to the Garden for a big event, it's a special place to be. But just, you know, filled up with so many emotions. It's really made me reflect over the last 20 years, the last few days, and it's been quite emotional. It's a tough chore, I know, to pick out one moment that stands out for you. But is there one that defines your relationship with Wayne Gretzky? Well, I think it'd be undermining all the great moments to single out one. He was so good to so many people and so good to so many teammates. You know, to sit here and say one great moment that happened on or off the ice, I think would be unfair. It was just an amazing career he had, and amazing 10 years that I spent with him. I know it's a very emotional day for Wayne Gretzky, but is it one for you as well? Oh, no question about it. From the time that he was talking about his retirement in Ottawa and watching all the festivities and all that, it's really made me reflect, and I've been filled up with a lot of emotions. Thanks for joining us, Mark. Thank you. Bob.
Yes, we all have, I think. Mark? Yager gets another penalty. Tripping is the call on Jaromir Jagr. And the Rangers on a power play again, and 99 is over the boards. Here he is. Tipped it up to the Pittsburgh line, but They'll send the Rangers back, and Richter will come out to help. 1:30 left in the second period. 1-0 Pittsburgh. All right, New York moving out. Shot in by Schneider. Gretzky tried to pick it up off the boards, but couldn't. And again, the Penguins clear it all the way down the ice.
The Ranger fans are finally starting to boo the power play. Nobody's been in a booing mood this afternoon.
Leach is moving up. Leach tried to shoot it in. It hit a Pittsburgh player in front of the goal. Moran didn't know it. And then it dribbled off to the corner in the final minute of the second period. Gretzky just missed the puck as was rifled by him. He was in behind the net. Moran down for Pittsburgh. Stalling for time. 45 seconds left in the period. Schneider moving away. Schneider comes to the line and delivers the pass. Gretzky moves up. Beautiful setup. Schneider scores! Yes, Janet, he's got a point. Yes, Mario, he's got a point. Beautiful setup by Gretzky, and the Rangers tie the game on the power play. And the crowd is standing. They've been waiting for something like this. And now they have it. Not a goal, but it's a great setup by Gretzky.
Let's have another look at it. One of those passes that only he can make. Someone once said a genius shoots at something no one else sees and hits it. Pretty well sums up that goal. He's got that peripheral vision where he sees people that nobody else seems to be able to see. And Wayne Gretzky adds a point to his repertoire. Mrs. Gretzky applauds for the nearly 3,000th time. Lemieux applauds. And you know what, Bob? I saw some guys on the Pittsburgh bench clapping.
Quite likely. Leach gets the goal. Schneider took the shot. Gretzky delivered the pass to Schneider, which was a beauty. 18 seconds left in the period. We have a tie game. Leach from Schneider and Gretzky. And the crowd finally is alive as Kovalev turns it back. He scored the Pittsburgh goal earlier. Schlager covering up in front of the net just as the buzzer goes to end the second period. Gretzky setting up the tying goal, scored by Leach at 19:30 on a Ranger power play. Go get a rest, Wayne. See you in the third.